Canada forest fires, focus on solutions August 20th, 2023. The country of Canada is a happy country, where civic duty is absent, so the result of this essential priceless asset is constant doom and gloom. Between the Canadian housing industry profiting from unrestrained gentrification and the Canadian food industry practicing unsustainable business practices, the country is doomed by inflation. Just a few years ago, some of the largest grocery chains fixed the price of bread to show off their total lack of ethics and war on the poor. On the West Coast, the experts feel an extra refinery might drop the cost of gas, but say that we don't have enough demand for another refinery. Tourist bottom feeders really love the happy Canadian black hole of civic negligence and corrupt blind governments. Political abuse is completely normal and the public are hooked on trivia, computer games, and anything but ethics and civic duty. Ditto the federal capitals and the provincial capitals. The freewheeling family phenomenon and the suicidal city slicker syndrome are alive and killing Canadians, and in the capital cities, show the complete and total lack of a conscience. Ditto the civil servants. When one of the mayors of Toronto was smoking crack cocaine, we were an international disgrace. When Vancouver's casinos were used by the cartels and mafia to wash billions of dollars, we were an international disgrace. When the Prime Minister was in a parade where a Sikh terror organization was lauded, we were an international disgrace. When two men from Port Alberni hunted tourists, we were an international disgrace. The forest fires are merely a glimmer of our future, where tourists avoid Canada due to our perpetual wallowing in civic negligence and our terrifying extermination camps for Canada's destitute citizens. On the West Coast, the Disney cruise ship tourist families enter Vancouver and walk on Blood Alley and Gore Street. Over the 49th parallel, one man killed 49 women, and here one local man killed 49 women. He picked them up one at a time after doing business near Gore Street. He might even have had drunk a pint of delicious ale on Blood Alley. Mass murder and lawless streets are always a draw for international tourist bottom feeders. Many mill towns in British Columbia need tourist dollars to survive and thrive, but choking the tourists is a bad business plan. If they embraced civic duty and insisted on this priceless and unimaginably important community asset in Victoria and in Ottawa, then well-run governments would appear and make Canadians happy, happy, happy. Folks, well-run governments have zero meltdowns. Why should our tourists be shocked at our inability to fight forest fires? What are the military doing? Are they busy? When Vancouver has been polluted every summer by smoke, do we think our failure is good? For who? Exterminating the elderly with choking smoke is not cricket, folks. Tourists are reading this and making notes about Canada's feebleness and civic negligence. Instead of exterminating junior hockey teams by blowing stop signs, let's chat. Are you busy? Or stuck inside due to serious pollution? Karma? Let's talk this out. Kids, explain this to the adults in your family. 30 years ago, they used to say, one for the road, when guests left parties and cheerfully exterminated thousands of victims. They also chain-smoked and allowed it everywhere. They didn't mind choking at work and everywhere else. Ask if they smoked in church. Now they are hoisted by their own petards. AKA arses. Don't say arses, say derrieres. This is more in line with your civic duty. Isn't being stuck inside the best way to spend your summer vacation? Let's chat. Tourists, avoid our black hole of civic negligence. We are the worst neighbors to the USA and choke them every summer.